Jump. Jump. You go. Okay.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Onen and I live in Germany, but I'm originally from Nagaland, India. And I was busy with a lot of tasks before the holiday starts, so I couldn't make any video, but I'm so happy to be here, guys. And I really want to talk today about how much I miss India. So there will be some top 5 things that I want to discuss in the next few minutes. Living in Germany has been amazing, especially the last 2 years. Learning the language, getting to know some amazing people here in my city, learning a lot of skills to better my career. I've become more confident, and I think things are turning up the way I wanted it to be after good 7 years here in Germany. So it's been amazing here, but there are just some little things from back home that I would say has no replacement at all. And even though I will be probably living here for long, I don't think that is going to replace anything what I miss about India, because it's just that small things, those cultural things, the warmth, the loud, the chaos, the connections. You'll see what I mean in the next few minutes. So I will talk about that, guys. And also one thing is, I asked recently to my husband if he thinks it's funny or weird that I sit in front of the camera and make videos and talk to the camera. But he said, why would you not? If you love it and if you feel good about it, then why would you not do it? And so this gave me the confidence again to come back to you guys. Growing up in a big family, you know, with communities all around you, whole life on a stage, more or less. And then, you know, just being here and more individual, more private was, I think, eating me up a little bit, because again, as I always say, as an extrovert, it has been difficult, but sitting here and talking to you has been a game changer for the last 7 months now. And thanks to my husband as well for his support. And yeah, because why I say this is because here most people are very, very private. They are just happy in their own world, and that's okay. And they have their social media accounts, but they don't post much. They're there, but they don't show, they don't share. And I find that okay, and I respect that a lot. I think that also, I'm also talking for my husband in that case. He does not have any social media accounts. He doesn't check. He's just happy in his own world. He has his own hobbies. But for me, because I am the way I am, I had to ask the question for reassurance if that's okay. But he said, you want to be like them? I said, no, I don't want to be like them. I mean, I want to be me. And so here I am again. I mean, there are some things that I know that are private and I don't want to share that, but sitting here or talking to you, or me being in the kitchen and cooking something and showing to the world, I think these are the things that make me happy. So guys, here I am, and I hope that you'll enjoy the rest of the video. Here we go. So the first thing that I miss about India is the chai stalls. Oh my God, how much I miss them. The simplicity of just walking out of your door and then there you go. There's the first tea stall nearby, or maybe just some small shops or tiny restaurants, affordable one in every corner of the street. You feel like tea, you just walk a few steps and it's there, voila. Right? I mean, and these are the things that I really, really, really miss, because sure, you can make your own tea at home, but there's just that feeling, if you're a chai lover, to go out alone or with a friend and then talk to the chai vendor or to the people around about the day, you know, just forgetting about the rest of the world and just being there. That is something I miss. And also just the smell of tea and those small moments of connection is something that I've been missing a lot over the few years. I think it has just gotten more and more. And so you chat with the people around, you meet someone from the neighborhood. It is so organic. And that is never going to be here, I think, because there are, if you go out to the city, there are places where you could have a kebab or you could have coffee, but it's nothing like a chai stall. And if you are here in Europe, you're really gonna miss that. Sure, you can have your own tea at home, but it's nothing like a tiny tea stall somewhere in the corner of the street. So you don't stumble upon that kind of chai stalls here in Germany. And I really just miss those casual little places where you can just take a pause, take a sip, and then people watch without any rush at all. So that's the thing I miss. So the next one that I miss about is the ease of spontaneous plans. That is really something that I miss it here. It's back home, it's just so easy to drop by a friend or a family member's house in the morning or during the evening because, well, these days everyone is busy during the day, but you don't need an appointment. It's just very casual, and you don't need to put it in a calendar and say, okay, we will meet like next week or next month in this time date, like the spontaneity. If you have lived here in Europe for some time, you will you're gonna miss that, and so you just show up, someone pulls out something from what I talked about last time, making a chai or just taking out whatever is there in the fridge, and then you just start cooking, and you're gonna have like a mini celebration in your own house, cooking, laughing very loud, and just enjoying each other's company. And that is something that I miss a lot. Here, everything is planned. I like that as well, that everything is planned in the calendar in advance and everyone has their own schedules. I think I like that, especially when you're working, but it's not that people out there are not working. It's just that we are very, very spontaneous, and that spontaneous gathering here is very, very uncommon. So, you don't do much in advance here, and honestly I miss that warm spontaneity of just being together with your loved ones without feeling it like a big event that you have marked it in your calendar. The third one is the weather. When September starts, I start getting a little scared of autumn. Autumn can be beautiful, but it can be rainy. Thankfully today, there's some sun and there's not much cloud, so you can see from the background that it gets a bit more, sunny, a bit more light here. But most of October and November is very, very dark here and rainy. And that is something which I am still not used to. December is okay because it's Christmas season and you forget it. But then comes January and February again, where it's mostly dark, and it can be very terrifying for me. I need vitamin D and I need a lot of warm tea and a lot of good mood, but it's very difficult during the season in Germany. That's why I think I love summer, because you only have like few months, 3 to 4 months of warm summer, and so we appreciate it a lot. And I think that's the beauty of it, right? But let's just talk about the weather back home. In my state, in my town where I come from, we don't have heating systems like here. But also because the winter is very short, it's like 2 months where it's very, very cold, and we don't have heating systems, but we have chimneys. So we gather around there, sit during the winter, have cups of chai or, other kinds of tea. And that is something that I miss during this time of the year. I'm not talking about Delhi and the smog that's going on all over the news. I read it every day. It seems every day when you live in Delhi, it's like smoking 50 cigarettes a day, if I'm not wrong. And I just want to avoid that city. I mean, I've lived there for 8 years, but I was alone. I was in the campus with greenery, so it was still much better. But I think things have gotten worse over the last few years. But when it comes to Nagaland and my hometown, the air is nice. It's cold during the day, it's sunny, and during the evenings you can sit next to the fire, sing, and how I miss that, And so here, it's very difficult for me. I get a bit depressed and a bit sad, and I try to meet up people and talk, to them, and, not ignore it, because I think ignoring is not the solution. I just tell my friends around that, okay, I'm feeling sad because of the weather. And I think I feel better saying that out loud. So I miss that a lot. Back in India, the seasons, especially in the winter, it's really, really amazing because the sun can still be warm, like 20 to 25. It feels alive. It feels intense. There's just that certain vibrancy in the air, also because it's Christmas season there. And yes, even the heat is okay because I miss that as well. So I think I've come to realize how it energized me, even during the challenging times when it was really hot. So I miss the weather, and thankfully today it's okay, and we are waiting for snow tomorrow. But I miss the sun and I miss the warmth. I also miss the family gatherings with a lot of food. The food is more or less the same all the time. Like there's rice. And with that comes a lot of different items of meat or vegetables or curry, chutney, etc. And these family occasions especially is a very good excuse to meet up family and friends. There's plenty of food, there's plenty of snacks, and everyone's enjoying each other, because we also do that rarely these days in India. It's not like back then, everybody's a bit more busy. So I miss the people. I miss the laughter, the food, the pure chaos that sometimes you think, okay, it's too much. But I really miss that. Everyone's talking about everyone, what they're doing, where they're going, and just that small family and friends affair. I miss that a lot. I'm looking forward, that's why, for Christmas this season. The last one is missing, family and friends back home, especially when you just want to have them. I mean, I like that I have my private space here, but sometimes you think, okay, I just wish that I had my family and friends around, but they're not there whenever you need them, right? Or especially when you have a kid and you want to put them for some time and there's no one, even my husband's family is not here nearby, then it gets very, very difficult. So I miss that. I mean, some people would say, then why did you go? Why did you leave Nagaland, India, and come here? I mean, I have no regrets. I'm just saying that I miss it. It doesn't mean, that I want to have everything the way I want it to be back home. I'm just saying that I miss it sometimes. In India, because it's different, you can always call someone, you can always drop by within a few minutes. I think if you have family here in Germany, I'm sure that you have that already, but I miss that. And I have very good friends. I have friends. In fact, I have my very close friend here, which for the last 3 years now. But again, she's living in a different city, so you can't meet them all the time. And that is something that, at least I'm grateful that I have them back home. I have them here, but just not nearby. And so that kind of support system, it's, that happens naturally for a lot of people. That is the thing that I don't have, and I miss that. Of course, I have amazing friends here and a supportive husband, but you get the gist. And I also miss going for picnics with my family, especially in December, where we go to the river where it's very clean, get some fish and just eat there on the hut. Nothing, simple. And that's what I really miss. So I have a lot of things that I miss, but those are the 5 things that I just somehow randomly picked it up, wrote it, and, sharing it with you guys. So living in Germany has taught me a lot, and I'm grateful for those experiences. There's no denying, but that sometimes my heart longs for these kind of things that I've, spontaneous moments and the loud and chaos that I've just told you guys about. And so let me know in the comments if you miss it, what you think of my video today. Thank God the sun is again showing up a little bit, but yeah, that's just the way it is. But I'm just happy to have shared to you guys about what I've been, what's been burning within me, to talk about the things that I miss about India. Guys, thank you so much again for all your support. Comment, let's start chatting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye.